Ready!
Alright guys, so I've been meaning to do a video for a while. This particular video I've been meaning to do for a while, I should say. When I did my holster demonstration video where I had the 3 holsters here and I showed you how the cheap leather holster from eBay could be fired while the weapon was still holstered, I got inundated with questions about the Kydex holster that I had at the time, and people wanted essentially a review of that holster and kind of a rough overview of Kydex holsters. Now this is a Blue Line holster. That's the name of the company, Blue Line Holsters LLC. I actually found them on eBay, of all places, and I went and did some research on them, and it seemed like they had some good quality holsters that were being made. They tend, obviously, if you don't know what Blue Line is, it's more of a law enforcement type of lingo. So I was like, well, these guys seem like they might be geared towards law enforcement. They might be at least making a quality product if they're going to suggest in the title of their company that they're making items for law enforcement. So I figured, what the hell. They had an eBay auction going. I got this with shipping. I think it was about $65, and it came with the mag pouch. Now, I don't know why it was that cheap, but I got it. And to be honest, I was skeptical, very, very skeptical. And the reason why I didn't rush out and do a video real quick when I got it is because I wanted to put the holster through some trials. I wanted to wear it for a while. I wanted to leave it in heat. Out here in Arizona, if you don't know, it gets as hot as 125 sometimes in certain areas. I've even heard of it getting hotter than that. So you can imagine how hot it'll get in your truck or your car. Well, I tested it in that. We had a 108-degree day. I left my truck at one of the work sites, and by the time I went and got in it, the weapon was extraordinarily hot to the touch, to the point that I wouldn't have wanted to hold it much longer than I needed to. And the holster did not melt, it did not corrode, it did not have any problems. All the hardware on it's still good. I've worn it in both practice and in training. I haven't had any issues. Drawing from it is really nice. It has a very secure snap to it. That leaves me as the wearer and the user and the carrier feeling a little bit more confident than in some of the other Kydex holsters that I've had that have been thinner, that have been less quality. They, in my opinion, for the price, are matching well up with some of these other higher priced companies. Now, I'm also not a big fashionable guy. I go with black, folks. I wear blue jeans and I wear t-shirts, and occasionally I wear a button down. And if you see my videos, that's how I dress day to day. So the last thing I really care about is a bunch of pretty pictures and designs on my holsters. So I'm not really interested in spending $150 for a Colt logo or a Glock logo being painted on. By and large, guys, if you're looking at Kydex holsters, and you're going to get lost, everybody does, in the slew of options that are available to you, I would recommend talking to others who you know have the holsters. Don't just take my opinion for it. Don't just watch this video and run out and buy a Kydex holster from the first company that pops up on Facebook or on Google, because that doesn't mean that they're good quality just because they're the first company that popped up in the search queue. That just means that they're paying the most, or that they're advertising the most, or that they've been looked at the most. That doesn't mean that people are buying from them. And I'm not going to sit here and give out a list of companies. I'll tell you that I'll buy from Blue Line holsters again because they're fair priced, their product worked, and as far as I'm concerned, it gave me what I wanted. You may find that another company, I know that a lot of people like the Alien wear holsters. I've handled one. I'm not too fond of it, but I've also handled crossbreed holsters, and I had mixed feelings about some of the crossbreed holsters. I'm also more of an outside the waistband type of person. So I recommend that if you're an inside the waistband person, you definitely need to hear other people's opinions and talk to other people. Don't be afraid to go on some of these gun forums and just flat out ask, you know, what companies, what businesses make good Kydex holsters.
Ready?